So tell me, what was it about it when you were approached for this project that you said, oh, yeah, I think this is something I want to do?
I mean, I really liked the character. I liked that she was a strong, independent, intelligent young woman in a very difficult time. You know, she really has to fight to figure out these really murky political waters before she or her friends end up hurt or dead. So it's very interesting. She's a very strong girl, and I like that.
It definitely takes the whole sort of teenage drama to an entirely
To
different...
a whole new level.
Yeah, because there are life or death consequences for the drama going on.
Yes, you slip up once politically, you end up with a knife in your back in a dark alley. And in her case in particular, there is a lot of tension with not only the French court but with the English in terms of like that whole political situation with Scotland versus England and the French tensions with the English, which has always been a very prevalent issue for hundreds of years. So that's very interesting. That whole situation is very interesting because she is threatened on all sides. She's besieged on all sides. She has the English trying to kill her, and then she has an enemy in French court that she has to dodge, and who knows who else there is, who else would use her as a pawn for their own political agenda, like to further their own political ends. So she got to figure it out as quickly as possible so she can start playing the game, not just for her benefit, but for her country's benefit.
Do you think a lot about, just really being a role model for young girls? Because obviously the CW is sort of attracting a very younger audience, and this show in particular will sort of really expose a lot of those issues that you mentioned.
This is really, really an opportunity to sort of highlight some things that I feel very strongly about.
Right.
Like mental health is something I feel very strongly about, anxiety and depression. I suffer from anxiety. And it's difficult for me sometimes, and that's really important, and people kind of underrate mental health, or there's a stigma attached to it, and I think that's wrong. And I would like to talk about that, and learning disabilities. My little brother has a learning disability, and he really struggled with it, and that's really important to me. So it's a fine line, and,
It's learning to use it for good, right?
Yeah, and my mother raised me well, and I'm not going to go and do anything outrageous.
Right.
But, on one level, I would love to be a good role model, but on the other hand, if I go and have a couple of glasses of champagne with my girlfriends and I get a little tiddly, I don't want anybody to yell at me because I had more than a glass of champagne, Like, I'd like to enjoy my youth
and
my life.